Moderation. All of the foreshadowing. I don't know. It's not even foreshadowing. It's showing the end. That looks a lot like Bahamut. So there's going to be some evil robot overlord. Oh god, walking in heels on grass. Walking in heels on grass is tricky. It's tricky. Heels like that because the heels want to go into the ground. So you gotta walk all on your toes. You can't walk on the heel. What's up?
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
What's up?
What the hell is that thing?
Probably that monster Nath warned us about, if I had to guess.
Do you think this might have been where one of those lights that shot out of the wedge landed?
That thing's crazy big.
Why this location? If the purpose of the wedge is to harvest Dana's astral energy.
We can figure that out later. If that thing gets into town, it's going to cause chaos. We need to take it down and move on. Let's go!
He's a little bit big. He's only level 47.
Let me know if you need healing.
Here it comes! Focus!
On your toes, everyone!
Okay, so what are we...
Suddenly
Oh,
turning
God.
tail doesn't seem so ridiculous.
Why?
Oh
Are
god.
you scared?
What are we doing?
Are you?
Do you even have to ask? Of course I'm scared.
Focus up before we become that thing's lunch.
It's summoning Zoogles? Take care of them while keeping an eye on
Oh, he's just gonna throw things at us?
It's over.
This one's mine. Their arcs were interrupted. Tiger Blade!
Where are you going? Don't mind if I do.
Denied!
It looks like you've got this one covered.
This one's mine!
You picked the wrong fight. This one keeps charging us.
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me. This one's
I'll
mine.
leave it to you.
This one's mine.
In front, there you go. Don't let up.
You're finished. Take this.
My extra layer.
Holy crap, come on.
Lunar corruption.
Take this.
Lunar blast.
You're finished.
Is that maybe?
Back from Death's Abyss.
Anything in armor is all
No, I know he's gonna weak spot, but
Suffocation.
Slush! Round and pound!
Gemini Aqua.
Time to shine! Mega
let's see.
Annihilation.
Flaming meteor!
You're finished.
Annihilation. Tempest. A chain between heaven and earth.
No escape.
A wailing
It's over.
banshee of lightning. Here's a healing art.
Inferno Prophet!
Now you see what I can do.
Just what
It's over! Handle it!
You can't get out of this.
More for the sky pack.
Inferno Prophet! Far enough!
Rain down. Purify all. I never miss.
Eat this.
Got it. Now's our chance.
No escape.
First
It's
aid.
over.
Look sharp. Ground and
Megasonic
pound.
thrust.
Go.
Dragon swarm.
Time to now. It's over. Astral energy. Full throttle. A flawless victory.
On guard!
Naturally.
Not done. You're finished.
Lunar blast. Lightning alert. Ready. Annihilation.
Station.
This one's mine.
Inferno
You get
Prophet!
this. Air thrust. Light astral.
You require a help.
You're mine.
Fury. Go straight.
You're finished.
Glacial spear. A chain between heaven and earth.
Here I come.
Lion power!
A wailing banshee of lightning.
Tiger Blade!
It's
Hear
over.
one out of your dreams.
Igneous!
Take this.
Let's keep up the pressure!
Smash you. Take this.
It's over. Take this. Eat this.
Illuminate the dark.
Here! Let's leave the forces of nature! My head's spinning just one way!
Here I come. Swallow blade. Crush.
Sleep now. This one's mine. This one's mine.
Devastation. Now, fall it freely.
Take it down. Turning supernova.
This one's mine!
The naked blade. Let's go. Kisara frozen.
Hammer!
Oh, hello.
Here come more!
We'll just have to keep fighting. The enemy wields arms too.
We'll soon see about that.
Going in! Here! Right here! I got you!
It's on.
Thank you. Ass beat over here.
You pay for that. I'm not done. You picked the wrong fight. Here I come.
Demon's Descent. Flashing bang.
Now. Crush. Dragon swarm. Swallow blade. Megasonic thrust.
Piercing!
I'm nearly done for. Time to let it
Run,
rip.
get out of the way.
Try harder.
A wailing banshee of seal. I'm all set. This one's mine.
Here I come.
Ready? Who wants to die next? Here's the
Light up the dark!
More with that
Dragon swarm.
Blah, blah, blah. That's
It's
it.
over.
Here goes. Here's a healing art.
chargers to me! Reinforcements incoming!
Not a problem. Here, malevolent. Arcade! Waterfall!
Here goes!
Freeze!
Your fist was all mine!
Lightning! I never miss. I can do this all day.
Ignite!
I'll smash you!
Look sharp!
Take this!
Don't mind if I do.
I'm not done!
Inferno crossing!
It's over!
First aid! Wind astral
Swallow
energy!
blade!
A banana, let's go!
Here I come!
Photon flash!
Thrust!
Searing flame! Holy land! Reload!
Dragon swarm!
They're all coming after me!
I'm coming, Linwell.
I'm not scared. I'm totally fine. Here's the
This
eagle.
one's all mine.
Inferno crossing! Dance in the wind! It's weakened!
This ends now!
This one's mine!
Now you see what I can do!
It's too much.
In here!
Is this it?
Come on! You ready? More without
Alright, let me at him!
I'll bring you back from death to death! I'll bring you back from death to
Look
death!
sharp!
No! It won't end like this! Lightning orb! Magic Kazam!
Here,
Sleep
let
now!
me go!
Ready to go! You all tucked away! Ready to go! Gyrate Flash! Reload!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Take this!
Raging
Make it rain!
Astral energy!
Say no more. Got it!
Well done! Don't mind if I do! Mega
You're
Ray!
finished!
Thunder
Here
Field!
I come! No escape!
Alright!
Far enough!
It's
Megasonic thrust! It's
Ready.
over!
Dragon
Swarm! Remote!
Astral energy!
Say no more.
Lightning!
Now!
Starting wind!
I'm not
What's the matter?
Here than you look!
Can't change the future without getting your hands dirty.
I can't hit him though.
This one's mine!
He's not in my range.
Do it!
He's sending all the little guys for me to fight.
Say no more.
That's the way this one works.
I can feel the medicine working. It's about to strike!
Look sharp, everyone!
Everyone all
Okay,
right?
how did I end up?
Surrender. We won't retreat. Not yet.
Whatever you do,
Thank you.
please stay safe.
How are we supposed to take on something so big?
I'll handle it.
Alpha!
Watch and learn. That's enough. Go back down.
Well, that was easy.
Everyone okay?
Yeah, I think so.
That thing scared the pants off me.
It felt like it had a different aura
That's
than
a
other
lie.
Zeugles,
I'm
didn't
still
it?
wearing pants.
Yeah. It wasn't like the one that Almadria sicked on us either.
Its elemental astral energy variance was out of this world. It was like fighting a lord.
I guess it's safe to assume that if it came out of the wedge, it must have played some part in helping harvest astral energy. But what?
Perhaps a living spirit vessel? It's plausible, given the location. Or it may be part of a new force dispatched to regain control of Dana.
If we assume that monster was one of the 4 beams of light, we must have prevented something from taking place here.
I'd like to think so, knowing how much grief it gave us. But at least with that out of the way, we can keep moving forward now. Let's go.
It's not bad. Yes, faster flaming edge. Got a secret key.
With this, I can become even stronger.
Nothing here? No, don't see any sparklies. How's that science coming?
You're in for it.
Science! Science! You're learning about the rainforest?
Yes.
Hmm.
The rainforest is a plant used
Hey, is that it over there?
on Earth. This means the rainforest is a study of different planets and is the most crazy travel journey on Earth.
Need dragon flame sacks. Okay, so the only one that needs the upgrade is Xion because we need a dragon flame sack. I don't even know where to find a dragon flame sack. Let me see. To the Google. Tales of Arise. Dragon flame sack. Who has these? Vandal Dragon drops it. Really? Is that the only thing that drops it? Can't be the only one that drops it. Come on. Okay, somehow I end up on Call of Duty. I don't want Call of Duty. Down lake near the campsite. Found enemy ship flying in a heap of old feathers. So there's a dragon that drops it. Adon Lake. So let's see this first, and then we'll see if we can go to Adon Lake. What do we have to sell? Gold chunks. So if we go to that and do gold chunks, it should be that there. Alright, let me limestone, where? Who?
Limestone.
Oh yeah, flamestone. No, that's how much they cost. But what I'm looking for, we're gonna sell the gold chunks, which are caught in here somewhere. I have way too much crap in this bag. There they are. Yes, and that will bring me back up to 180. Those weapons cost a lot to make. Okay. And then we need to buy stuff. Grape gel. Okay, so we got consumables. Good, okay. Pineapple gel. That's super expensive. Alright, let's do that. Okay, better door than a window. Orange gel. I'll grab some of these. Lemon was for healing. This is useless. Alright, this is a little bit better. You can't buy treats, huh? I think I've got everything. Yeah, but it's not better than what I have now. So if it's not better than what I already have, then I'm not going to worry about it. Get out of here. Manage the ranch. Horse. Sheep. Chicken. Pig. Cow. See how that does. Should be fine. Create accessory. Can we enhance anything? Maybe. Magic. See, I still don't know if this is... I still don't know what is optimal for these guys. Kind of weird. Let me check here. Tales of Arise. Da-da. Accessories. Best. I don't even have some of this stuff yet. Okay, stamina for the controlling character and possibly the party. AI, we can use this. Half AG cost chance at 70% is enough, but it's not triggering enough for you, and you always want to be able to guarantee the upgrade, pump it up to 90. Glutton for battle, stackable. So it's a stamina ring. This is good for your non-party, especially Alphen and Dohim boost attacks. Create 2 when you get the chance. Impact rings. Can I even make an impact ring? I don't think I can. Oh no, I can. Okay. But I want BG charge rates. Oh, there's charge rate 4. Ooh, so this is not going to throw me what I want? Weird. Okay, stamina ring. And you want AG half and glutton for battle. Oh, there's glutton for battle. I need to get better stones. That's what it is. I need to get better stones.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Oh, look at that. It's a ship.
Alphen?
Did you remember something?
No, but I have seen this starship before. This is it. This is the ship I traveled in when I escaped from Lenegis.
Three centuries later, and it's no worse for wear. I'll take a look at the internals.
Damn! I'm amazed it still works at all after all this time.
The past meets the present.
Well, just got to get all cleaned up
I
and
really am from a different time and place.
ready to go.
Yeah, but you've got us now, Alphen.
Not only that, but you've helped out so many people, too.
Law's right. Rinwell too. You're one of us now. No more carrying the weight of history on your shoulders. You're a part of this world.
Right. Thanks, you guys.
So, Alex, when you're looking at drawing characters, if you want character models to follow for Zeph and Siona, Fionn
It should fly. All
is a
internal
good
systems
Siona
seem to be
model,
operating.
and
However,
Kasara is a
considering
good
how long
Zephyr
it's
model.
remained inactive, I suspect it will take some time before it's ready for takeoff.
How much time are we talking here?
Starship mechanics are not what I'd call my forte, so I'd rather not hazard a guess.
So we've just got to sit around here and wait? I'm terrible at waiting.
That's
Okay.
because you're a child.
The ship
Oh, but
needs to be
how
clean.
about we use this time to prepare and gather supplies for the trip?
Good idea. Who knows when we'll be back from Lenegis once we leave. We should prepare ourselves for every possible scenario before we go.
Let's try not to stay away too long. I'd hate for anything to happen to the place while we're gone.
Either we race ahead, or we take due precaution to ensure we have no regrets. I shall leave it up to you as to how we proceed, Alphen.
Works for me.
Okay. Ship, ship.
Ugh. Are you just going to keep standing around or what?
Sorry, I'm just getting prepped over here.
It's funny, isn't it?
What is?
All this. When we first started this thing, did you ever imagine we'd be going to Lenegis? After all, this is the sort of thing I was rebelling against when I ran away from home, right?
I'm sure Zephyr would be proud if he knew what his son was doing right now.
And a little shocked, too.
We're defying the order of things that have persisted for 300 years. Deep down, I knew our journey would lead to confronting Lenegis.
Yeah, you maybe, but you're a Renan. The rest of us can barely even picture what it means to leave Dana.
No offense to Shion and Dohalim, but it's worth remembering we're heading into enemy territory.
No offense taken, and this is no picnic for me either.
Remember, our aim is to ensure that both Lenegis and the Renan homeworld leave Dana alone for good. I don't think we'll be able to avoid a fight.
Is there no way we can talk them into leaving us alone?
The people of Lenegis?
Sure. I mean, we found a way to make it work with Shion and Dohalim, right? And it's not just us. If places like Menancia can do it, then why can't we?
Because there are still many of my kind who believe it was right and natural that Rena reigns over Dana. There are those on Lenegis who have never stepped foot on Dana. I doubt whether they'd even listen to Danans.
Look, none of us want to fight. But these are the same people who fired that wedge down on Dana. What happens next is on them.
Right. We're not going to sit back and wait for them to oppress us again.
Right.
Don't forget, there's also a good chance the Red Woman is somewhere on Lenegis. And wherever she is, we should find the Renaissance too.
That's right. If we can take it back, then Shion can finally get rid of her thorns. Shion?
Huh? Yeah.
Where? Shion? Where'd Shion go? How could she just go off on her own? Shion. Shion! It's your thorns? But why? You okay? Just now, it looked like you used your maiden powers to suppress your thorns. You can really do that?
Stay out of my way.
Wait a second. Are you planning to go alone?
Shut up!
Why would you do this?
I told you to shut up!
I won't let you.
I mean it.
I refuse to let you.
I won't tell you again. Move or I'll shoot.
If that's the case, then go ahead and shoot me!
So much trauma. And why is everybody else not coming to the yelling? You would think Kasara would be like on this. I mean, if they're all sprawled, see, there they are. Yeah, there's no, with all that yelling and carrying on, they were all sitting there sleeping. They weren't laying down.
Do you remember back when I was stabbed? By Rolron?
Yeah. I thought for sure that he had killed you back there.
What happened?
That wasn't the first time.
Are you okay?
The first time was when I was only a child. After that, no matter how often, I just couldn't die.
Couldn't die? So you're immortal?
She didn't
How's
say
that
that.
even...
I believe you, Shion. But tell me how is something like that possible?
My thorns. They're me, but at the same time not. They're part of me. I have no idea why, but my thorns will never let me die. At least not before I'm meant to.
You can't die before your death?
When my thorns free themselves, it will be my death.
You don't know that.
A darkness that swallows up everything until nothing remains. It's a vision of oblivion I can't escape. I want to believe it's all just a bad dream. But no matter what I tell myself, I know it's not.
Yeah, but you... Wait. The whole reason you needed the Renaissance was to get rid of your thorns, right?
If I burn away what's inside, then what will happen to the rest of me? Right. Either way you look at it, I'm going to die. But if I am going to die, I figure I can at least take my thorns out with me. That's what I've been after this whole time.
That's why you turned your back on your fellow Renans and chose to fight with us, isn't it? And while we've all been fighting to keep on living, you have been with us fighting desperately to die.
That was the plan. But then I met all of you. And before I knew it, I didn't want to die anymore.
Don't lose hope yet. We'll find a way to save you. There's still time to.
It's pointless.
Why?
Because the darkness won't just consume me. The truth is, it will consume all of existence as well. It was only a suspicion at first, but ever since the Red Woman triggered my maiden powers, I've been more certain than ever before. It was then that I finally came to realize my powers were holding my thorns in check the entire time. But they don't anymore. Not since Lenegis, when the wedge fell. Every day, I feel the thorn's power growing stronger inside of me. Pretty soon, I won't be able to hold them back anymore. And when that happens,
They will consume all existence.
And that's why you wanted to leave by yourself. You planned to find the Renis Alma on your own and sacrifice yourself to stop the thorns.
But that's... too much. It's way too much.
when this all began, I didn't care what happened to me or anyone else. And what happened to the Renans or the Dahnans didn't matter to me at all. I know I have to die, but I don't want to. Not now that I have this. I wish we had never met. Then I wouldn't have to feel this way.
Shionne!
Alphen?
Living for the sake of dying is no better than being a slave. How can you endure this?
Alphen.
She doesn't endure it. She's breaking.
I don't care what anybody says. I won't let it happen. We can fight this. We'll fight until the end together. Isn't that what you said to me before?
Even if it should mean that it'll be the end of everything else, too?
Shionne, what do you want? It's your decision, ultimately. But if you decide not to fight fate, I will. Even if I have to do it alone.
No, you won't be alone. I'll fight as well.
Count me in as well. I want to be a force for good, not hate.
And me too. I meant it with all of my heart when I told you before. Neither of
Yeah,
you
this is
are
where they all
alone
come
in this
together
at
and
all.
do the whole rallying cry and...
You guys...
And I, for one, don't believe this venture is without hope. Shionne is the descendant of a maiden from 300 years ago. Given the circumstances, it seems very likely that those events have some connection to her thorns. The true nature of which, I imagine we will discover as we make our way to Lenegis and uncover the truth of what's unfolding here.
I take it you mean we might find a way to get rid of her thorns and she'll live?
It's certainly possible. Though I suspect the nature of the Sovereign is connected somehow.
So be it. I've already lost everything I had once. And I won't let it happen again. Shionne. No matter what happens from now on, we're right here with you. All of us are. You are not alone.
It's very dramatic.
You guys. You're all so stubborn. Thank you, everyone. For right now, and a little while longer, I just want to hold on to this dream. Most of all, more than anything else, I want to be me with all of you.
No, they're not gonna cry. No, they're not. Yes.
So let's go. On to Lenegis.
That was all emotional stuff.
The end of the world. It's hard to believe, isn't it?
I believe Shion is telling the truth. What about you?
As a friend, yes, I want to believe her. Everything that's happened seems to point towards some sort of great danger that's lurking ahead of us. Still, it's hard to fathom something that could usher outright doom to the world. That those really are the stakes we face.
No, I understand. Even Shion doesn't seem to know exactly what will happen to bring it all about.
We have so many pieces of the puzzle in our hands, so many clues, yet the complete picture eludes us.
So where do her thorns fit in then?
Well, I imagine they must sit at the very center of it all. You remember the voice we all heard while we were inside the wedge, don't you?
Yeah, I remember. It was the will of Dana's astral energy come to life. Well, that's what we all thought.
Right. And from that, we're able to hypothesize how vast concentrations of astral energy can become sentient. Let's return to when we found Shion in Pelegion. When her thorns went wild, they contained far more astral energy than any mere Renin would normally have inside them.
So you think those thorns might be alive too? That their will is what keeps her from dying? But why would they want to destroy the entire world?
As for that, I really cannot say for certain. Its goals still remain a mystery. It may be a mere fluke that her maiden powers have been able to contain it thus far.
You know, I've noticed since we've met that you like figuring out riddles.
Can you blame me? When one realizes that the world they once thought to be true is but a mere facade, they can't help but seek the truth. Especially when that deception has led to others getting hurt.
Dohalim?
I imagine the remaining pieces of the puzzle that we seek rest somewhere within Lenegis. As for what the final picture will look like, who can say? I think it's best we not dwell on it too much for the time being.
Right.
That's one.
How you holding up?
Who, me?
Yes, you. You took a hit from those thorns again, didn't you?
Oh, that? That was nothing.
Compared to what Shion's going through, you mean? Still, even if you yourself might be willing to endure that kind of pain, that doesn't mean Shion wants to have to see you get hurt by her thorns, you know?
Yeah, I know. I'll be careful.
Shion doesn't know how lucky she is to have you around, you know? Dashing in to save her at the last minute.
Yeah, very funny.
I'm being serious. You went up and held her close like you still had that mask on, and you didn't even bat an eye. She really needed that. That's what I mean when I said you saved her. Just like you did with the rest of us.
I just want for Shion what we all have. The ability to touch someone without the fear of killing them. Those thorns have robbed her of the kind of everyday things we all take for granted. And it's not right.
You can say that again. It may be normal for us, but that doesn't make it any less special or important for her. I hope she gets what she wants. I have my own dreams, but a world without her, where she dies so we can all survive, isn't a world I want to live in.
Agreed. It's like more and more keeps getting taken from her, and I'm done with it.
Alright, went well.
Can't sleep?
After everything we just heard, how could I?
Fair enough.
Shion's had to deal with so much on her own. Even when we were all laughing and celebrating, she just kept quiet and didn't say anything. I thought she was keeping her distance because of her thorns. That it was because she didn't want to hurt anybody by getting too close. I just figured that that was the type of person she was, you know? But it turned out to be none of that. All this time, she felt like she had to die and sacrifice herself for the greater good. But even then, she didn't think she could say anything to us about it.
I know.
She was so alone this entire time. How could I call her a friend and yet be so completely blind to everything she was going through?
I'm sure it made her happy, knowing you were there for her.
You really think so?
Yeah, I do. If she didn't think of us as friends, I don't think she could have ever opened up to us like that. You were a good friend to her before, and you'll be an even better one now.
Yeah, I really hope so. I want to be the best I can for her. When you think about it, we were all alone in our own way. But over time, we've all found ways to let each other into our lives. I hope Shionne's able to do that one day too. No, I mean, I hope she's able to do that more. Lots and lots more. I think it'd be really nice if we could all just be there to support each other when it really counts. And forget about our grudges and pain.
What's the matter?
Rinwell.
Just let her use it. You're not using it for anything.
Did you know?
You mean about Shionne?
Yeah, I didn't have the slightest idea. I mean, every once in a while I thought something seemed a little off, but I never could have imagined. It's like a completely different world was spinning around me and I couldn't even see it.
You and me both. I mean, I knew something was bothering her, but I could never quite figure out what it was.
You? But you're the one always looking out for her, aren't you?
That's what I thought. But in reality, I didn't understand it all.
Where'd you go?
What I thought was helping and being there for her was actually just driving her into a corner.
At least you figured it out in time, though, right?
I don't think we're out of the woods yet. But yeah, you're right. We brought her back from the edge, and we're going to stop those thorns from taking her, no matter what.
Yeah, with all of us together, there's nothing we can't handle. Shionne, the world, we can save everyone. And I mean it when I say we, Alphen.
I know. No lone wolfing it.
Hey, you're the expert on what my dad would say. Do you think he'd pat me on the back or tell me off?
Zephyr, I don't think that he'd have that much to say, to be honest. You're your own man now, Law. And you've already made up your own mind about what you want.
I guess he couldn't say anything even if he wanted to.
Law.
Sorry. I guess those of us amongst the living have enough problems to deal with, don't we? We'll need all our strength to save Shionne.
Alright.
I'll probably end up worrying again at some
Alright.
point. But I guess I'll think it over more then. That okay?
Yeah, I think it is.
You know I did buy you a belt, right? Yes, but the belt would help make it snug around your waist and keep it from riding. That's what the belt's for. No, because you're supposed to cinch up the belt so that it's.
Do you want to cinch it up? Yeah, actually, just
No, because your waist should be more narrow than your hips are.
It should be like smaller.
Okay, so this part should be a little bit more narrow than this part. So if you make the belt so that it's snug here, it won't be big enough to get down. That's the whole point of that. What city is that?
Hey, you doing all right?
I seem to cause nothing but worry. As much as I try to look like I have things under control, everyone still worries about me.
You're not the only one.
Hey, do you remember the first time you said I was your friend?
No? When was that? Sorry, I can't remember.
That's okay. It came so naturally to you, I'm not surprised you forgot. I was different back then. The Dahnans were not even people to me, and I knew I would always be alone. But in that room with Deadheim, when you called me your friend, it just shattered the wall that I'd built up around me. Because until that moment, I'd only seen you as a means to an end. I thought of you as a way to use the Blazing Sword, and to obtain the Renis Alma.
The third city. The
after that day,
leader of the
one
Dark
time
Ones.
became two. And before I knew it, you'd made a habit of
They
calling
went
me and
after,
Dohalim your friends.
Almedria?
It didn't matter that we were Renans. You cared about us as you would any other people.
Oh, Dohalim was 3. Yeah, so she was 4th.
Then, everyone else started to call me their friend
So he
too.
was the
to think of me as their friend.
the gang leader
Before
from the
then,
4th.
I never even dreamed I could have that.
And they all got hollowed.
I didn't want to die and lose you all.
Yeah, Almedria.
But I also didn't want to live if it meant you would all die in my place.
Shionne.
But then I realized I'd only really been thinking of myself that entire time. After saying how I felt, and hearing what you all had to say, I finally understood that. Don't worry, it's okay. I'm not planning on dying anymore. I've met too many people along the way who I truly care about to give in now. So I'll fight. For Dana and for myself. I'll fight against my fate to preserve our future. And I'll win, come hell or high water. I don't know how we're going to do it, but I won't let the world end because of me.
It's going to be a long, hard road ahead, Shionne. Our fight won't be over until everyone, both Dahnans and Renans, can finally live in peace. But I swear I'll be there with you until the very end.
Hello, Tiny Fufen. Hello.
Thank you.
Hello.
Remember what we learned back in Calaglia? There's no wall so high that we can't break it down.
Yeah. I think you may be right about that.
Alright. That better? Party's back together.
Everyone well
The
rested?
gang's all back together.
Then let's go. We
Yes,
depart
you're
for
not part of the
Lenegis.
gang. So Tiny Fufen. Ain't no Tiny Fufen. Right? Nah. No biting. Excuse you.
Huh? Why are you staring at me?
Oh, we thought we'd turn the tables and critique your appearance for a change.
It's not fair if we're the only ones subjected to it.
What?
Did you guys hear? Apparently, she found that dress of hers in some old ruins.
Oh god.
Alphen, we haven't heard from you yet. Would you care to tell us your verdict?
Sure, I guess. To be honest, when I first saw Shionne in that dress, I
Quit it!
was absolutely captivated.
Alright, I think that's enough fun for one day.
Captivated is, you can't look away. You're like, you're trapped.
Okay.
So, right, to be captive is you're trapped. You're in a trap, right? You're stuck. You're contained. So to be captivated is you saw something that is like, you can't get away from it. You're just...
Like, how is she not freaking behind like this? How is she not...
Like you see a beautiful dress, or you see a toy that you really want, or you see a dog that you need to be in the presence of this. It's captivated. You've trapped yourself. You've trapped yourself. To be captivated means that you have trapped yourself in this place. No, I mean like if you're captivated. So, I don't know. So it's like you find something and you just want to have it, you want to be with it, you want to be in the presence of, you want to. So that's what it's to be captivated. I don't think you've seen anything yet that's like captivated you. You've been interested, but it's not been like, I can't live without this thing.
If there's this one dress that was amazing that I could wear, I probably wouldn't take my eyes off it.
Right, that would be captivated.
But there's not that many like fancy dresses that I can wear.
That you've seen
I'm
yet.
Grown up.
You're not old enough yet. You haven't had enough life experience to know if you've experienced or not. Right? You need more experience. You need more time.
Have you seen anything that you just can't take your eyes off? Well, whisper. Give me the.
I'm sure there's things. I can't think of anything right now, but yes, I'm positive there's been things. Oh God, give her some room. Yes, let's heal after battle. Actually, no, we're gonna go after that thing. So, more items dropped.
This looks perfect. Guaranteed to hit the spot.
Let's see if we can get that dragon flame sack or whatever it is.
Let's talk for a bit.
I've been thinking about what we discussed earlier. His reasons might not have been pure, but in the end, Dohalim still made Elda Menancia a place where Dahnans and Renans can coexist. I thought everyone would welcome that change, with open arms. I took pride in what we had without putting in the work to truly solidify it. After so much failure, do you think I even have the right to pursue my ideals?
It doesn't matter what I think. You've already found your answer, haven't you?
I know what I want to say, but I can't help but wonder if I'm being selfish.
Everybody makes mistakes in life, Kisara. Everybody. It's what you do afterwards that matters. But you already knew that, right?
Yeah. I won't look away from the world any longer. I'll do my best to confront reality, so that we don't lose anyone else. Ever again. More to the point, Dohalim needs someone who can push him forward.
To tackle the
I think we both get lost in our sorrow too easily when we focus on the past.
If we see that happening, we'll set him straight. Don't worry. We'll look out for both of you. I have to say, though, if you turned out this well modeling yourself after Miguel, he really must have been a great man.
What, you didn't believe me before? I'm pretty sure I've been going on about him since I joined up.
Kind of, yes.
If you need more convincing, I've got plenty more stories about him.
Maybe another time.
And do you want to do that again?
I'll take watch tonight. It's okay.
It's gonna eat your shirt. You better be careful.
Before we go, do you guys have everything?
Maybe. We're gonna go get more things. This way. No. Let's see if we find this dragon.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
Might be. We'll see if he drops what we want.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Yes, he's not gonna be super hurt.
It can hide itself? Amazing!
Here's evil. This one's mine. Freeze laser.
What?
In here!
This is bad, right?
Yes, Alvin. Very bad.
I don't feel so good.
Denied.
Lightning! Deathfall! No fail!
Burn!
Where are you going?
Not in your dreams!
Now you see what I can do!
Back into the
You're mine!
The fluidity of the movement is simply incredible.
Dance in the wind!
I'll stop its charge.
Thanks, Kisara.
Being interrupted.
Now!
Remo!
Astral energy!
Say no more! That astral energy was incredible.
Bizarre
I
Megacore.
gave it
No,
everything I
not what I
had.
wanted. Is this it? Ah, Vandal Dragon.
Here goes! You're mine! Blue escape! Here I come! I'm not done!
In a bind?
It's over!
Got it! Now's our chance!
Radiant light! Regenerate!
Don't suffer in silence in your death, Joker. And tonight's meal is on you. Good job.
It's
Where
over!
are you going?
Elusive deity! You're mine!
Demons descend!
Flashing fang!
Quite necessary when creating weaponry.
Here we go.
I think the animals back at the ranch should be all grown up by now.
Top weapon, top weapon, top, top, top. Farm fence is... God. What's with the pig? Oh, God.
I can tell that it's too cute that you cannot put up in cameras.
Oh, God. That's ridiculous. Alright. Raise. Pig. How are we for stuff? Okay.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Yes. What's up? Nothing? Nothing, honey?
Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle? No way.
Yay! You're back together. Aw, so cute.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
That can't be.
Sure.
Agreed.
Well, there you go. Now you gotta survive because you have to officiate at the wedding.
Mm-hmm.
I must say,
Okay, so there's at least one in
I
here.
wasn't
gotta
expecting
go.
you to be the one to spoil their reunion.
well, it was the same with Alphen and Shion. Too much affection can be hard to bear. In fact, you look sort of pleased, Dohalim.
I have the privilege of witnessing their new start together. Few things can mar such joy.
What if it were you?
What indeed?
Okay.
Hey!
Dun, dun, dun. Flufan. Legendary fishing hole. Oh, well, you got her attention.
Oh!
Great!
Oh!
Food? Did you say food?
Huh.
Okay,
Yes!
so big bad monster in this cave. So I probably have to like level up another 15 levels or so.
Okay. How?
The fish could be dwindling even as we speak.
Time is of the essence. Let's hurry.
I
God.
think you're making a mountain out of a molehill.
I agree. It's a little bit much. I agree.
Are you just going to keep standing around or what?
Sorry, I'm just getting prepped over here. Wow! Thank you.
What?
Great!
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Answer a series of questions. Alright. Don't think too deeply, just go with your gut. What's your favorite type of astral energy? How do you like to fight? It's the most important thing in your life. Break it down.
Wow.
It's like one of those online multiple choice quizzes.
I wish I could get an examination.
Well, if you say so.
Oh no.
Let me see, yes, you're in well, alright?
If only your brain could keep up with your mouth.
They're supposed to be... Is there no... Oh god. Oh, there's no fast travel into here, is there? Oh boy. Alright. Which one's closer? The entrance, probably. Viven! Come on, Viven. Come on, Viven. Get a treat.
Okay.
I think the animals back at the ranch should be all grown up by now.
Okay, so. See? Food motivated. Okay, we'll go in here and see what the heck they say that's.
This place is rather gloomy.
Why don't you lighten the mood for us while we're here then?
I'll see what I can do.
Freaking hot. Oh god, she ran right into her box.
I shall ensure you survive this.
Give it to your sister. She'll do it.
You have such an incredible technique. I don't know if I'd say nothing. Now looky here.
Food motivated. All of the foods. Yeah, don't grab her. So you're gonna get bit. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Let's dispose of the trash.
You're mine! You're finished! Take. I shall provide assistance. I shall seal you where you stand.
Do it! Unveiling astral energy!
Say no more.
A comfortable win.
Okay, so take it easy. Hey, take it easy. Go left.
Hi, Hoodle. There. Waterfall.
Bet that shell's hiding something tasty.
Not on my watch.
Can't get out of this. I'm ready. No armor can stop.
Astral energy. Full throttle.
Our superiority was undeniable.
It feels invigorating to dominate a battle.
I was certain I saw you yawn.
Come now, I'm certainly not that relaxed.
Okay, take it easy.
That looks like the Zoogle we were told about.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Here's the evil.
You're finished. Begin.
This one's mine.
Come one, come all.
Who knew a shooting stuff?
We turned the tables on him.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back.
In here. Now.
Here I come.
Kitara, frozen.
Hammer.
Looks like we got them all.
All we have to do is get rid of that thing, right?
Let's see what you've got.
I'll face you again. It's all come and face me. Take this. I'm not done.
It out again.
Here.
On your knees. You attack without mercy.
Because I can't afford to hesitate.
Not against a worthy opponent.
You fight better at a distance. The further away, the better. You and I both.
To be let free. Strike. Dragon form.
A victory for the ages.
Is that the Zoogle we're looking for?
Gotta break through. You're mine. I'm not done.
I'm only getting started. Don't mind if I do.
Elusive deity. Take this. Soaring. I'm not done.
Are those arms even natural? You got company!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Elusive deity!
Chain between us and Wildwood.
Come on! Wailing damage now!
Dragon swarm!
Leave the enemy's arc to
Back
me!
in their defenses!
Glad you have your uses!
I'll show you how...
A banana, let's go! Easy peasy, huh, Hoodle?
There it is. That's our target.
Go no further!
You're mine!
Hear my call!
It's over! You're mine! Be careful, everyone! This one isn't normal!
Now!
Flying freeze! Why can't they just sit still?
Your astrolabe
Sarah,
is
can you
truly... No sooner said than done.
We're in good form!
Man, I'm famished.
We've reached our destination.
Yeah!
No! You did it!
I don't know why the heck you would want to bring in those little boomy things. And 5 of them.
Really?
What do you do with 5?
Yeah!
Hold on. Oh, I got a fish steak recipe.
What's gotten into him?
He says, instead of making a Zoogle sign, we should be making a Hoodle sign.
He's feeling threatened by a rival.
Okay. Side quests are done there. That's the main. No. Nobody wants to hear from you, little bird dog.
Hey, Alphen. You mind if we take a bit of a detour?
It's fine by me, but what for?
Rinwell says there's a phantom flower that grows around here. We want to look for it. It won't take long, promise.
A flower, huh?
Coming through! I'll take you all on! You're finished! Not a chance!
Boom, boom, boom.
This could be useful.
Where am I going? Okay, down to the water. Flower gets a cutscene? He's fine.
Look out!
Oh, jeez.
What the hell is that? Hey, you want a piece of me?
Stay calm, Law. It's coming for us.
Weird horse. 54? What the hell?
You just had to make...
I didn't even know how strong my guys are. Oh god, I'm gonna die. What level? Oh boy, this is gonna be a fight.
Things difficult.
Alright.
What are you muttering about? Focus or you'll get hurt.
Don't worry. I'll have this wrapped up in a flash. A shield from command.
Go for the weak point!
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop. Where are you going?
Can't get out of this! You may be strong, but I'll never back down! Elusive theory!
I'm sorry to drop you.
It's over!
Here I go. Confiscating. Into the shadows.
You're mine!
Raging cascade.
Bringing you apart! Eat this! Regeneration! Take it! Regenerate! I'm not done!
Allow me to help. Photon blast.
Allow me to help you.
Thank you.
I only did what any other would.
I think you're nicer than you let on. Don't suffer in silence.
Far enough!
Can't get out of this! Okay, here I go. I have no limits. You're mine! Elusive deity! Rotating power blade! You're mine! Here I come! This one's all mine! It's over!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
What did I tell you? Don't get in our way!
It's over! Ignite!
Confiscating!
It's over!
I'm nearly done for.
Watch out! It's changing
Oh
its
jeez.
path. I'll be saving this one.
Okay, get out of the way, dude. Dodges. Come on.
Another incantation ruined.
Negative
I'll
gate!
bring you back from Death's Abyss.
Stalagmite! On your knees! Take this! Air pressure!
Primed and ready.
Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite! Here I come! Elusive deity!
Far enough!
Rotating power blade!
I'll bring you back from Death's Abyss.
Okay, here I go!
Where are you going?
Take this!
I've still got some fight left in me.
Will this help?
Is this it?
Oh,
Raging cascade!
that's not like me.
View this
Let's get
vanquish
you all tucked away.
Not done yet! Shine! Radiant light!
Alright, this is gonna take two down. Oh, and I can't flee. Wow. That's annoying. Yeah, but I can't get more gold gel, that's the problem.
This'll come in handy.
I'm not done! Elusive deity! Demon blast!
Here, let me help. Thanks so
I'm
much.
not done!
Oh, jeez.
Lightning orbs!
I shall ensure you survive this!
Oh, goodness. What is wrong? Oh. Oh.
Imbue this vanquished soul with resuscitation! Take this! Power surges through
I
me!
never miss.
Not done yet! I owe you one!
Get away.
Hear my call.
I owe you one!
Oh, this is such a mess.
Forgive me. Stay away from my friend.
I don't even know the word defeat.
Thanks.
I'll bring you back from
Kill them anyway.
The best medicine is the toughest to swallow can do.
Can't be happening.
Rotating pile driver. From beyond. Imbue this vanquished soul with luck. I've used too much. Now you see what I can do.
The flames will roar.
Not done yet. Radiant light.
Magic is there. Freeze lancer.
Oh, get out of there.
In here.
Being interrupted.
Okay.
Leave the charges to me.
Eagle ray.
Lightning orb.
It's so good.
Photon dance in the wind.
No dark
Air
can
thrust.
break this
Light
now.
astral magic is
This is some punishment. You'll pay for that.
air thrust. Photon. The enemy is going all out. This will come in handy.
Ah, hit the timing.
Lightning orb. Whoa. Hey, when did
The
it come?
flame inside me yearns to be let free.
Magic is there.
Shion, Dolim are both down.
This will come in handy. Blah blah blah. Magic.
Burn in hell.
So my healers are both down.
You're mine. Crush.
He's down.
Confiscated. Light as purge malevolence. Arctic.
Alright, Rinwell. Save the team.
Illuminate the dark. Come forth, holy glyph, holy land. A chain between heaven and earth.
I can't back out of the fight. It won't let me.
In here.
Nothing gets by
More
me.
from the stockpile. Close one. Here goes.
I didn't realize this guy was level 54.
Cascade.
Otherwise, I never would have come to do this quest.
Come forth, holy glimmer, holy land. A chain between heaven and earth.
She's not gonna.
Wailing close one. Illuminate.
This is just punishment.
Come forth, holy close one. Light astrolabe dance in the wind. Air take care of.
That's insane. That's one thing I don't like about this. It's a side quest. It doesn't tell you what level the side quest is. And then once you get into these boss battles, you can't get out. You can't flee.
No, mini battles.
You can't flee. Which doesn't do me any good. So, don't do that. Oh god, because all the creatures are under like level 13. And then this one's 54. Like, what? Yeah, I already told you yes.
Me too.
Okay, you just keep in mind your allergies. If you start getting sniffly, you come in. If you start getting sniffly, you come in. Yeah, probably. Or your raincoat. Raincoat would be better. It's probably warmer than the black one. No, we don't have any books? Okay, well. so be it, I guess. Okay, so we'll do this.
Always good to be back in familiar territory.
I see someone who looks troubled about something.
A little
Okay.
Oh,
Why you?
Castles are 40 lead over you, 49 wins, 48 losses. Shamefully died. I propose to settle the score once and for all in the training grounds. Want a duel to break our tie? I've been training hard enough, but me.
really now?
Been there for how freakishly built you are. I'm just kidding. Oh god. Sure, but what level?
Just what's going on here? Should we stop them?
The two of them seem...
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Come at me. Okay, 44, not bad.
On guard. Plenty left. Flaming meteor. On guard. Plenty left. Guardian field. All right, let me at him. Look sharp. Yeah. One more. Look sharp. Tiger. On guard. Plenty left. Look sharp. No chance. On guard. That's it. Tiger blade. Going in. Far enough. Look sharp. That's it. On guard. One more. Look sharp. On guard. Plenty left. All right, let me at him. Look sharp. Take this. Tiger blade. Going in. Flaming meteor. Look sharp. Plenty left. Take this. This one's mine. Flaming meteor. I'm ready. This one's mine. Plenty left. All right, let me at him. Look sharp. Plenty left.
Move! Holy crap!
Tiger blade. I'm ready. Denied. On guard. Guardian field.
No!
Ready to go. Tiger blade. On guard. Light up the dark. I'm ready.
Keep hitting the wrong button. Not elfin.
Meteor.
What the ass is all this?
This one's mine. Plenty left. Look sharp. Look sharp. Guardian field. All right, let me at him. What the?
Oh god.
Excuse me!
I just won? What? Oh god.
Yes!
Seriously?
Elemental Guard. We'll do that. Oh god, cure. Yes, I need cure. Lord knows I need cure.
I never knew Lagiel could be so intense.
She can get that way where my brother is concerned.
She's not the only one.
Did you used to come here when you were younger, Kisara?
Solo group, your special rules. Normal difficulty, items not allowed. Special rules, down damage only. Damage is inflicted after enemies are down by a boost attack. Nah.
You
Don't worry about that.
bet. See the dent in that column? That's from when my mace slipped out of my hand one time. Just after I joined the guard. And that crack over there? That happened while I was practicing an art.
This is new information to me.
Library, yeah.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
You guys want to rest here?
Bum, bum, bum.
I've got a good amount of info on our enemies written down now.
That's wonderful, Rinwell. I'm sure that data shall prove most useful.
I like to think so. If there's anything you want to know, just ask.
So my only real complaint here so far is that on the side quest bosses, they do not tell you the level until you're in the fight.
Yes.
And then the damn thing trounces you.
Yes.
Because I just did it again. I went in after this quest for a flower in the ice place, and it goes in, there's no indication. It's like, you're looking for a flower. Okay, let's go find the flower. Sure. All the creatures around in the area are like level 13. They drop this thing in, it's 54. I'm 41. Like, no hint.
No,
that I don't like.
that is a bit annoying, yes.
I mean, like, at least make it so that it says, like, it's a red star. You don't go in there if it's, color code it for me. I'm dumb. Oh, 12 more. That's not bad. 12% more. I don't have the stuff to do it, but... yeah, we're gonna do healing again, because...
This flavor? Why, it rivals the cooking of my own chefs in the palace.
Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while?
Oh god.
Do you mind watching our camp tonight?
Watching it do what?
Shall we get moving?
There he is. Silver to sell. Buy. Concussion bring good luck soon, greatly increasing the battle chain bonus gauge. Yeah. Okay, so that I'm past already. Heck of it. I just wanted to be 10. I think I've got everything. Everything's maxed.
You can never be too prepared. But did we have to spend so much?
Yeah. Let's do the thing.
Well, it's the moment of truth.
This lady better hold together once we're up in the air.
Law, don't say that. You're going to jinx us.
Speaking of which, Alphen, this bucket of bolts got a name?
A name? You know, I'm not sure she ever had one. I never really thought about it.
Well, after all the trouble we went through to find her, we should give her one, right? I was thinking something like...
Fall Knights.
Huh?
It means owl in the ancient tongue. Literally, the one drawn to the skies.
I like it. Sounds perfect for our little escapade.
Not sure I'm completely convinced, but... well, it's as good a name as any. From now on, she'll be known as the Fall Knights.
Okay, people. We have 2 goals. First, we need to get to Lenegis and make the Renans finally leave Dana alone. And then, we need to figure out the truth behind Shionne's thorns and find a way to save her. Sound good? All right, then let's go.
Well, that got cleaned up.
You know, I can still hardly believe it.
Believe what?
I mean, just look at it. The whole of existence, crammed inside a tiny frame.
Now that you mention it, I guess you're right. It does look more like a painting than a living, breathing world.
From up here, all the struggles we've been through feel so insignificant.
Nothing like realizing how small you are to put everything into perspective. Kinda makes the differences between the Renans and the Dahnans feel pretty small too, huh?
How much longer until we reach Lenegis?
There are better ways to use your time than napping. We should take a moment to familiarize ourselves with the facilities on board before arrival.
Good idea. The starship may end up serving as our base of operations once we're down there. Think you'll be all right with the controls?
You mean the one set to automatic pilot? I dare say I'll manage. I'm basically just here to supervise.
In that case, she's all yours.
Everything okay, Shionne? You seem a little different.
Different? Like in a bad way different?
No, not at all. You seem more driven lately, like you found a zest for life. It suits you.
Is something wrong?
No. I was merely thinking how it had been 7 years, that's all.
You mean since you became a lord and left Lenegis? I guess even someone like you can get homesick, huh?
I am as prone to sentimentality as any other. Tell me though, you too have a history with Lenegis. A traumatic one, no less. This trip will probably mean facing up to some difficult emotions. Doesn't that frighten you?
Well, it is a place where I took the lives of countless people. I'd be lying if I said I hadn't thought about it. But I can't keep running forever. The past is what it is. There's no changing that. But the future's what we make it.
I see.
Dohalim?
Forgive me. I was wrong to pry. We have more pressing matters to address. Come back and speak to me when you finish looking around the ship.
I'll be going to Lenegis soon.
This must feel like a homecoming of sorts to you, huh? What was life on Lenegis like back then? You know, before you came to Dana.
Let's just say, I don't have many happy memories. I've had thorns my whole life, for as long as I can remember. They called it treatment, but in truth, they were just using me as a guinea pig for their research.
You mean, they experimented on you?
That's right. All I was to them was a riddle to solve. They poked and prodded me, trying to figure out what triggered my thorns or changed the form they took. Day in and day out, every single day, one test after another. I'm still surprised they didn't try to dissect me. The look they gave me whenever one of them touched my skin. How could I forget it? Reeling from the pain, like I was a monster or something. Some existence, huh? A blight on any I touched. Helplessly complicit in their pain. I thought things couldn't get any worse. But then they did. I started to have nightmares, visions of the coming apocalypse. Is it any wonder I lacked a cheery disposition? Unable to so much as touch another soul. Loneliness was my best friend. Sure, I survived, but with the knowledge that one day I'd be swallowed up by oblivion. And that's when it hit me. If I was going to die, then it should mean something. If I have to sacrifice myself to save the world, so be it.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you relive that.
No, it's fine. I'm in a much better place now.
You say it's your destiny to die so that others can live. But why not the other way around? Why shouldn't we be the ones dying to save you?
Are you crazy? Why would you sacrifice your life for...
That's exactly my point. Why should you have to give up your life just because you drew the short straw in the destiny stakes? How is that even right? It's that logic that's used to justify slavery, as if some of us were just meant to be sacrificed. This struggle was never about saving only ourselves. But that doesn't mean we have to give up our own lives to save everyone else's either. If we're doing this to protect people, if we're doing this to save the world from destruction, then that has to include saving each other as well.
A world free of sacrifice. That's what you've been fighting for all along, isn't it?
Not just me. We're in this together, remember? This fight is yours too, Shionne. If we're going to win, everyone has to win. There can be no room for losers in this fight. Now I see it. The true nature of our struggle.
A victory without losers. But that means that a Dahnan victory over Rena can't be the end. Do you think we can pull it off?
You bet we can pull it off. We have to. It's the only hope we have of things ever changing.
Yeah, you're right. No one's ever changed the future without aiming for the stars. We can do this. Together.
Hey, Alphen, listen to this! So Law and I were just talking and...
Hey, shut up!
What's got Law all flustered?
Only that he's afraid of flying, the big baby. And after all that fuss he made about naming the ship, too.
Hey, I never said I was scared. I just think it's, you know, a little unsettling how we're going to be cruising through space in a glorified tin can. That's all.
It's a starship, dummy. That's what it's supposed to do. I don't think there's anything strange about it.
Well, maybe you're the one with the problem then.
Guys. I'm no expert, but I think we can trust Renan technology. It got me to Dana in one piece, remember?
Oh, that's a good point. If you think so, Alphen, it must be okay. Don't you agree, Law?
Hard to argue with that, seeing how you hitched a ride in one of these things before, Alphen. It's just wrong, okay?
Elevator.
okay? Feeling airsick?
Actually, now that you mention it, not at all. These starships are a remarkably smooth ride, all things considered. Nothing like being at sea, thank goodness.
Glad to hear it. That device there caught your eye, huh?
I was just wondering what it is. It looks big enough to fit a person inside of it.
It's a healing pod. It fixes injuries and illnesses.
Oh, you don't say. Well, that should definitely come in handy if any of us get injured while we're down there. Alphen? Was it something I said?
No, I was just thinking back to when I escaped Lenegis, that's all. What with the ceremony and losing control, I was a total mess. Naori laid me inside here.
So, you're saying you got in this thing straight after escaping? But that mean... you were inside for 300 years?
Yes, it sounds crazy, I know. But don't even ask me why I stayed asleep all that time.
That's definitely quite some lie-in, all right. But still, whether you meant to or not, I sure am glad that it's this century that you finally woke up in.
What do you mean?
With the amount of fighting we've done, we would have never made it this far without you. And not only that, but... Alphen, can you recall back to what it is that I said to you? Back when we left Menancia? About the dream of coexistence, and needing to learn what it entailed?
Of course. That's why you came with us, right? To learn what you couldn't at home.
Even in that time, I was well aware that what I was living was a lie. But at the same time, I also felt really compelled to fulfill my brother's wishes. I'll always remember him fondly. But the coexistence we're fighting for isn't for him. It's for people now. And those still to come. The world's bigger than just Menancia. My dream is for all Dahnans, wherever they might be, to be free. If I've learned anything on this journey, it's that. And the one who brought me along was you, Alphen. I'll forever be grateful to you.
Well, we're not out of this forest just yet. You should probably save your thanks. At least, until we've dealt with the Red Woman.
I know. But whatever we find when we get down there, I'm through looking the other way.
Kisara.
Probably getting a little ahead of myself, huh? Let's take things one step at a time.
Is everyone about ready? We'll soon be making preparations to land.
Before we do that, just what exactly should we expect when we get down there?
Kisara has a point. Now that I think of it, I don't know the first thing about Lenegis.
I'd like to hear more too. It's been centuries since I was last there, and they didn't exactly give me the grand tour.
Very well. First and foremost, Lenegis was the base of operations in charge of the crown contest on Dahna. Of course, it also happens to be a city in its own right, complete with its own independent society. Its social structure is based on a strict hierarchy. Put simply, the strength of an individual's astral arts carries great weight.
Enough to determine someone's social rank, you mean? But astral arts are innate, right? So people's positions are fixed at birth.
They can be honed with the right training, and there are admittedly other factors at play. But yes, that's basically the gist. As a result, family lines that churn out lords and their contenders wield disproportionate influence, and those lineages are treated as nobility.
Yeah.
Those capable of only weak astral arts are effectively an underclass, denied the right to descend to Dahna even if they wanted to. Still, even the lowest rung on the Renan ladder is considered superior to being a Dahnan. Keep that in mind down there.
Thanks for the warning. As a lord, Dohalim must have been pretty high up in the pecking order, right? What about you, Shionne?
Come on, you've seen her skill with astral arts. You really need to ask?
Fair point.
On arts alone, you're right. I'd have been sitting pretty. But you're forgetting my thorns. They weren't exactly an invitation to high society.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's refreshing to be around someone who says what they're thinking. Life's less complicated that way.
Jeez, give backhanded compliments much?
Wait a second. Are you? He is! Lost blushing!
I am not!
Of course, separating people into castes based on something arbitrary like arts is discrimination at its worst. As if such simplistic criteria could ever be a measure of someone's worth.
So this red woman, are we expecting to find her on Lenegis?
I would wager so. Lenegis is too deeply involved in all this to discard the possibility. Chances are she's also connected to the Renis Alma being stolen from us in Pelegion.
If the Renis Alma is being used to exploit Dana, we need to take it back at all costs.
That red woman's got a lot to answer for. Just as well I've got a ton of questions.
We're about to land. The descent could be a little bumpy, so brace yourselves.
If there are clues about your thorns out there, Shion, we'll find them.
God, the story just keeps evolving into more story. It's Lenegis.
No, I got
The big rose-looking thing, yeah.
no, I don't think of astral energy is something else.
Yeah.
Do that.
There's no one here. I wasn't expecting a welcome mat, but still.
Lenegis's infrastructure is largely automated. Besides, people won't be expecting incoming traffic while the crown contest is still underway.
Do you think anyone realizes that we're here?
We may not have received a royal welcome, but I doubt our entrance went unnoticed. Don't let your guard down.
I really hope we don't have to fight anybody while we're here.
So now what? We've come all this way on a hunch that this red woman is here, right? And if we're lucky, the Renis Alma too. Any idea where we should start looking?
There is an area of the city that is accessible only to the Sovereigns, known as the Forbidden Zone. That seems as good a place as any for us to start.
Forbidden? What are they hiding?
I don't know, hence my desire to find out. Fortunately, we just so happen to have a Sovereign in our midst. In any case, changing the shape of a huge structure such as Lenegis would have required an immense source of power.
Then you think that source might have been the Renis Alma?
Precisely. Alphen said that he remembered the Renis Alma being used in the spirit channeling ceremony 3 centuries ago. Whatever the ceremony's purpose, if preparations are underway for it to be held once more, then the Renis Alma might be in the same place as last time, possibly together with the Red Woman. Hiding something of that worth in the residential quarters would only court trouble. In which case...
It stands to reason we should be looking somewhere normally out of bounds. Is that it?
Indeed.
But it's been over 300 years since I was made a Sovereign. You can't seriously think I'll be able to waltz right into the place after all this time.
Sure, why not?
There's only one way to find out. If there's even a chance you can get us in, I say we give it a shot.
Shion's right. Who knows? We might even find a clue to her thorns while we're at it.
All right. It's not like we're swimming in leads, so let's try to track down the Forbidden Zone. Beyond that wall lies a city full of Renans. The capital city where Shion and Dohalim used to live, no less.
Thinking about what could be lurking out here is giving me the heebie-jeebies.
For such a loudmouth, you sure can be a worrywart at times.
Oh, I'm sorry. How stupid of me for wanting us to stay safe.
Would you two children stop squabbling? Or do you want everyone to know we're here?
So how many Renans actually live in this place?
I couldn't tell you exactly, though not as many as you might expect. Machines and Zeugles take care of most of the city's basic functions.
There's Zeugles out here too, huh? Sounds like we can't afford to let our guard down after all.
Alright, let's go look around and see what we can find. Okay. Looks like it's seen better days.
What in the world?
This being Renan territory, I was prepared for a lot of things to look different. But this is a bit more than I anticipated.
The very foundations of the city have shifted. What could have caused this?
When Lenegis changed shape, it must have had an effect on the interior too.
Maybe when they sent the wedge down to Dana?
But they wouldn't move around the places where people live. These are their homes, right?
I would think the citizens themselves didn't have much say in the matter. Either way, locating the Forbidden Zone just became that much trickier.
Dohalim? Is that you?
Avakir, I'm glad to see you're well.
So it is you! But why are you here? Shouldn't you be down on Dana participating in the crown contest? And these people!
So you haven't heard what happened on Dana, then?
Heard what?
Someone you know?
An old friend.
Hey, Dohalim, don't tell me you've started keeping company with...
They're with me. More importantly, what's happened here?
I'm really not sure. The city's foundations began to shift without warning, and now everything looks like this. We're all waiting for the Sovereign to tell us what's happening, but so far...
Avakir, listen to me. We're looking for the Forbidden Zone. Do you have any idea where we might find it?
The Forbidden Zone? What business could you possibly have there?
Trust me. The less you know, the better.
You're just the same as ever. I wish I could help, but what with the changed topography, I can barely locate my own home. Let alone the Forbidden Zone.
Very well. It looks like we'll have to find the way there ourselves.
Have you seen Faria yet?
No.
I see. Well, nothing much has changed with her. If anything, she's probably even more...
I can well imagine.
Why did you come back? You know it can only result in pain for you both.
I've no doubt of that.
You really are the same as ever. Fine, I understand. Just don't say I didn't warn you. And take care of yourself. Okay, Do?
So who's Faria?
Law?
If what Avakir said is true, it would seem the people of Lenegis are being kept in the dark about what's happening down on Dana.
They seem to be just as clueless about what's going on up here in their own world. Despite the fact that it's actually here that the Wedge originally came from.
We need more information. Let's talk to the citizens, see what we can find out.
While we're at it, we can ask them about the Red Woman, too.
And don't forget about finding the way to the Forbidden Zone either.
Let's leave the talking to Shion. We can't have a bunch of Danans poking their noses around.
Good idea. I think that's for the best.
I shall assist.
You sure?
Being a lord on Lenegis has its advantages.
Right. Then we'll leave it to you two.
Alright.
The Danans among us should probably keep our heads down.
What if people freak out?
I shall explain it away by saying I'm leading you.
What are we, dogs?
Yes.
What could be so important? It's worth destroying people's livelihoods and homes in the process. It's just unbelievable. Uprooting an entire city as if it were mere building blocks. Someone's got an awful lot of questions to answer.
From how it looks, they must be siphoning off astral energy from Dana, and then sending it to Rena.
But why do all this? What for? Surely they can't be using all that energy for the crown contest.
Whatever their purpose, disrupting their siphoning process alone won't be sufficient. Not while we still don't know what their endgame is.
He's right. We need to stop this from happening ever again.
This Forbidden Zone might be where we find some answers, right? So what are we waiting for? Let's get moving!
You heard him. We don't have time to stop and chat. Let's move.
Residential quarters falling apart.
So, I've been wondering, do you think when Lenegis was built, it was even made with people living here in mind?
What do you mean?
Well, none of this happened by coincidence, right? They must have designed it to transform like this. But then, if they knew people were going to live here, you'd think they would have taken that into consideration, to avoid all this chaos.
Ordinarily, yes. You'd think so. Trust me, as far as we were concerned, Lenegis was our home, nothing more. No one knew about all this. It makes you wonder whether the city was just built on as an afterthought. But if so, to what exactly?
Sorry. That probably sounded weird, huh?
Not at all. Sometimes it takes an outsider's eye to help you notice what you've been missing all along. This place is a mystery, that's for sure. Something tells me we'll find answers where we're going, though.
Yeah, you're right, Shion. I'm sure we will.
Yep. So somebody built the station first, and made it so it could transform and do all that stuff. And then these guys came along and built the city in it, not realizing what it was capable of doing.
Oh, dear me. What an unspeakable mess this has all become. Just look at the state of our city. Even the Zeugles have stopped heeding our commands. Whatever did we do to deserve this?
You really have no clue what might have caused this?
Would that I have. Alas, there was no warning, no prior decree. His Highness must have deemed it unnecessary for us to know. We have no choice but to grin and bear it. But do my eyes deceive me? Could I really be standing in the presence of his lordship, Dohalim of the House Ylcaris? I believed he was on Dana.
Your eyes do not deceive you. It is I, one and the same. I have returned to fulfill a special duty, the details of which I cannot divulge.
As your lordship wishes. First Lenegis mutates beyond recognition, now this unexpected visit. The Sovereign's plans are inscrutable indeed. The Ylcaris House has produced a great many lords over the centuries. I shall be praying for your victory in the latest crown contest.
Your good wishes do me an honor.
Alright, let's see. There. Communications are down. 3 strawberries. This way. Topsy turvy residential injuries falling down. I don't know where I am. Oh god. What a parfait
Everything will be okay now.
I know the basics of healing arts, but my skills pale in comparison.
Your lordship. Oh, what a great honor it is to finally meet you. I descended to Dana during the last crown contest also. Alas, when the contender I was backing failed to clinch the title, I returned. I witnessed the deaths of so many slaves.
Indeed.
Sorry to interrupt, but we're looking for a woman dressed all in red. Have you seen anyone of that description?
2 in front of me.
All red, eh? No, I can't say I remember anyone like that. I imagine she'd stand out somewhat, too.
Yeah. What about down on Dana?
Yeah, they're both in red.
You didn't see anyone like that hanging around the Lord you were serving?
What's with all these questions? I've never seen her, okay? Not recently or otherwise. Why do you want to find her anyway?
What's that?
Never mind. Forget I asked. Sorry to take up your time. Is everything okay? You look a little lost.
Hmm? Oh, yes. I can't seem to find my way home, is all. I was just about to make my umpteenth attempt at a new route.
I was hoping to head this way myself. The situation is a real pain, huh?
I suppose the Sovereign knows best. I daren't stay here too long, though. A lower caste can only linger around these parts for so long before I outstay my welcome. I was hoping to avoid it, but maybe I'll have to go.
You mean you know another way round?
Lord Dohalim Ilkaris! But how? Last I heard, you were in Dana competing in the crown contest.
Yes, strange, isn't it? If you know another route, we'd be grateful if you could tell us.
But of course. Please forgive me. There's a wall that sprung up ahead of here, with what looks to be an entrance in it. I thought maybe it was a passageway between the different quarters, but I've no way of knowing for sure.
It's worth investigating, at least. I shall go and assess the situation. In the meantime, wait for me here. If it looks safe, I'll come and let you know.
You'd really do that for me? A lord troubling himself for someone of my lowly status?
Our lot in life is of little consequence. We are both Renan, first and foremost.
Oh, why yes, my lord. Thank you.
Well, we've canvassed the city for information. What do you think?
No one has the faintest idea what's happened to the city after all. They haven't heard the news about the crown contest either.
You'd think that info would easily find its way up here. Has it always been like that?
Not to this extent, which would indicate that something's suppressing the truth, that Lenegis is under some kind of control.
Given everything that's happened to their city, the people here seem weirdly okay with it all.
Yeah, that one guy even said Zoogle had stopped listening to him. If that's true, these people are in big trouble.
Everything that happens here is attributed to the Sovereign's will. It's the way people have been conditioned. Their belief runs deep. Nothing happens devoid of a reason. To them, it's all part of the Sovereign's grand plan.
The Sovereign's plan. There is one thing I'm still not. Just who is this person ruling over Lenegis?
The Sovereign, of course. He rules from Rena while presiding over both Rena and Lenegis.
Without the lords or anyone in the middle doing his dirty work? Isn't Rena at least the same size as Dana? That's a pretty big dominion for one person to rule over. I would have thought ruling Lenegis alone would be difficult enough.
The points you make are valid, though I confess I'd never given it much thought before. Here, the Sovereign's total authority is as natural as night turning to day. Come to think of it, I know nothing of the nature of how Rena itself is. Shion, have you ever been... No, forgive me. Have you met or crossed paths with, or even heard of someone who's actually made a visit to the homeland?
No, I haven't.
Neither have I. In which case, I would imagine that... But no, surely not. Can it really be that no citizen of Lenegis has ever been there?
Oh, hold up, what are you getting at, Dohalim?
Assuming what I believe to be correct, it's possible that no one on Lenegis has ever laid eyes on the actual Renan homeworld itself. No one but the Sovereign, that is.
But what about trade and communication? There's got to be a flow back and forth, surely.
Not if the Sovereign is imposing his will on Lenegis single-handedly. It could be a one-way street.
But I thought you said that the Sovereign's all the way over on Rena. If that's the case, can he really rule directly over Lenegis from so far away? What if something were to happen to the city, like now?
I'm beginning to wonder what the nature of this Sovereign even is. Alphen said he was forced into the role, right? Just before the ceremony. But Sovereign is also the title given to the almighty Renan ruler. So which one is it?
Whoever wins the crown contest inherits the throne from his or her predecessor, before becoming ruler over all of Rena and Lenegis. Thereafter, that individual is known as the Sovereign. Though, it would appear that the current ruler has gone silent. As for how Volron factors into all this, at this point, I no longer know what to
So it's a facade.
3 centuries ago, I became the Sovereign here on Lenegis. No, not just became, I was forced to.
They're figureheads.
Me, a Danan. 300 years later, we cross paths with Volron, who also bears the Sovereign's crest. That's not the only thing we have in common. We both became Sovereign without winning the crown contest.
Do you think Volron was made Sovereign for the same reason? Because of that ceremony?
I can't say for sure, but it certainly sounds like it.
But that would mean that 2 Sovereigns would need to exist at any one time. One whose job it is to rule, and the other for ceremonial purposes. We never did see Volron's body back in Ganeth Haros. Is a new ceremony underway with Volron at its center this time? Could that be what's causing all this strange activity here?
Wait a second. You don't think Volron and the Red Woman are working together, do you? The ceremony can't go forward without the Renis Alma. The same one that the Red Woman stole.
2 Sovereigns, 2 maidens?
Else the ceremony needs. A maiden. And unless there's another one out there aside from me.
Questions, questions, and yet more questions. Ones that it seems will remain unanswered, until we can establish the Sovereign's identity.
If the Forbidden Zone really is off-limits to everyone but the Sovereign, that seems as good a place as any to start. For the sake of liberating Dana, too.
Then it's decided. That's where we need to go. One of the citizens mentioned a passage that she thought might lead to another section of the city. It could point us in the right direction. Let's go find it!
Plot thickens. Yeah, this is Lennigus.
With nobody left to run the show, I wonder what the people here are supposed to do. I mean, there's sovereigns up on the Renan homeworld, and all their lords were sent to Dana.
But Dohalim was a lord, right?
Only current acting lords have power. Renan society is quite strict about such matters.
Even if the other lords were still around, I doubt they'd be able to do much about the situation.
I wonder what they'd think if they were here to see Lennigus now. Balsif, Ganabelt, Almadria, and Volron. Now that I think of it, aside from Dohalim, we know next to nothing about the other lords.
Well, yeah, why would we? To us Danans, they were just enemies we needed to overthrow. Nothing more.
I know. But seeing Renans in their own city, going about their day-to-day lives, it gets you thinking.
It feels strange to imagine the lords living here too, you mean?
Yeah, a little.
If you're that curious about them, why not try inquiring with some of the locals? Every lord in their household has their share of supporters here on Lennigus. And luckily for us, the people here are unaware of the events on Dana, which means they should be more inclined to talk to us.
Rolsey Taldius. Lord Balsaf. Crystal Man. Yeah, something like that. His house, Pharisees, doesn't enjoy much esteem.
Yes!
Once up against those who mean us harm.
Yes!
Okay.
Balsef had it in him to care about someone other than himself? Really?
It's possible. A change in position can do much to alter one's perspective.
So even he might have had something he wanted to protect.
Oh goodness. She's got a poem she wrote for him.
Hmm?
Oh god. She's fangirling.
I guess she intended to spread it throughout all of Lennigus then.
Good thing the lines were down so she couldn't.
It almost sounded like she was praising them too.
Maybe there was more to the guy than at first glance.
I shall refrain from commenting.
What?
Yeah, so like sports teams.
Mm-hmm.
The suns are down there, jeez.
Ganabelt was so horrible to people. Yet he was invested in helping Rena succeed. Doesn't that seem just a little inconsistent?
I'm perhaps biased in this matter, I admit. However, in my mind, while all lords vie to become the next sovereign, they're also meant to serve as guardians of all of Rena.
It seems like Annabelle also had people who cared about it till the very end.
So why couldn't he extend that to us Danans?
This area doesn't look as badly damaged as that other district we went through.
Indeed. The effects of Lenegis' transformation appear to be less pronounced here. Or, viewed another way, is there...
I didn't realize Renans oppressed their own kind, too.
And yet, weirdly, none of them seem to mind. Am I the only one who finds that strange?
It is the way things have always been, so no one thinks to question it. You have experience in that regard yourself, do you not?
Unquestioning acceptance of your own servitude. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Even so, the quality of life here seems much higher than any Danan city we visited. I used to think it was impossible to build an ideal society without wealth. But I suppose having it doesn't always mean people are treated fairly either.
More to the point, not a single citizen seems to have even heard of the Red Woman.
What if she's not here? What if it turns out we're looking in the wrong place entirely?
It's still too early to say anything for sure.
For all we know, she might be able to blend in, move around unnoticed. I say we hold off judgment until we've exhausted every avenue.
Tell me, Dohalim, has that skill of yours got a name?
And what skill would this be, pray tell?
You know, when you're talking to people around town. The way they suddenly become putty in your hands.
I'm afraid I don't quite follow.
I do. It's called friendly intimidation. Look imposing and speak in a deep, booming voice, and presto, you'll have people wrapped around your finger in no time.
I would never stoop to such scandalous tricks. Any feelings of intimidation are solely in the eye of the beholder.
So there is a knack to it! How do you learn it? Can anyone do it?
Now you've got me curious. Is there special training to master?
Let's see. An obsession with being elegant is a must. Oh, and it helps to be old-fashioned, too. Bonus points if you speak in a way no one can understand.
If you've a bone to pick with me, it'd be quicker to just come out and say it.
What? They look up to you, that's all. I'm just helping them along.
Oh god.
Hey! What's got into Alphen and Law all of a sudden?
I can barely understand a word they're saying. And what's with the weird poses? Was it something they ate?
I hope you're willing to take the blame for this one.
I wasn't expecting them to take me so seriously. I'll go and have a word with them.
Oh god.
Pardon me.
House Kineris. Oh, Amidria. Damn, she's got her family to get to where she was.
I guess her willingness to stoop to any low came from a survival of the fittest worldview.
And some people here not only shared her belief, but championed it as morally right, too.
That doesn't make it true. Too bad they couldn't see through her.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Okay.
Seems like the people on Lenegis don't really know much about Volron either.
I remember being quite surprised when the Lord of Ganeth Harrows changed so abruptly.
Didn't you have any doubts that something suspicious was going on?
On the contrary. Remember, we Renans are raised to accept everything at face value.
Yes, good little
When you
automatons.
think about it, the families of Renan lords must see them differently than the rest of us.
Yeah, despite the brutality they're known for.
They must have had a lot on their shoulders, carrying all the weight and responsibilities of Renan society.
Renans live in a world where strength and power determine their position in the social hierarchy, so they tend to grow up fiercely competitive. But their loyalty to their people is also strong. It's what brings them together against outside forces, and nothing exemplifies that more than the Lords.
That's what makes them the guardians of all of Renna, so to speak.
Right. It's the same reason Balsif hated my guts, and Ganabelt went after you. Because we're threats to Renna.
Guess that makes you an even bigger oddball than we thought.
So, Alphen, have you gained anything from all of this?
Yeah. I think it's made me realize that the Lords were all people, too. Balsif and the others, they all had their own circumstances to deal with as they went through life.
Yeah, but still.
They're
Just
all
because they had
pawns.
loved ones in their lives doesn't mean...
I know. What they did was horrible. I'm not trying to dispute that. But at the same time, they weren't incomprehensible monsters either. They were individuals, just like the rest of us. So I guess what I'm trying to say is...
You're saying that they weren't bad because they were Renans, or because they were terrible monsters. Even if they did terrible things, they were still just people.
Rinwell.
Am I wrong?
Not at all.
Being a Danon doesn't make you a good person. And being a Renan doesn't make you a bad one. I think that's something we've all seen.
Shion and Dohalim definitely make a good case for it.
And I'm going to keep doing my best to make sure I earn that trust. As a fellow human being above all else.
Okay, so the Renans and the Danons are the same people. The Danons are just the lowest caste. Which is why they're slaves. And they have no astral arts. Except for the odd mages. Like Grinwa. The Lords are a distraction. Because there's two sovereigns. So there's a sovereign that's actually running things. And then the sovereign position the Lords fight over to keep everybody divided and complacent, rooting for their tribe. So nobody actually bothers questioning what's actually happening, because the sovereign they see is the one that was put there for them to see, versus the sovereign that's actually doing stuff.
Are you just going to keep standing
I think it's a
around
good
or
theory.
what?
Sorry, I'm
We're
just
living
getting
it.
prepped over here.
The politicians are doing that real time. So I know it works. Well, it's like every time I get further in the story, they just add more story.
Yes.
It's like, I think this is coming to an end, and then they go, no, we got this whole other thing over here to explain.
Do you remember I said that that's what Shell does?
No, I know.
You think you're about ready to finish the game, and it's like, ooh, what the hell? Oh.
There's more. But wait, there's more. I'll get there. I'll figure it out. What's going on? I'm scared. And then this whole thing with Lenegis. So Lenegis space station was put in there. They didn't know exactly what it did, and then they built the city in it. Not really realizing the station could change. Or they just didn't tell them. Wait and hope for the best. Yes, that's right. Just sit there and wait. Grape gel. It's I've got like 10 of them already. It's just to heal more.
There's something I just don't get.
What is it?
The crown contest itself has always gone ahead as planned, right? In which case, the current Sovereign of Rena should be whoever it was that won the previous contest.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, who was it then?
Hanfried Milgras, the former Lord of Cyslodia, if memory serves.
So then this Hanfried whatchamacallem is the current ruler of Rena?
The last I heard, yes. Though, admittedly, I haven't actually seen him since the end of the previous contest.
You're saying that ever since becoming Sovereign, he's never actually shown himself on Lenegis?
I guess over holocom maybe, but not in the flesh. Same thing goes for the Sovereign that came before him.
Now that you mention it, I don't recall anyone ever visiting Lenegis from the Motherland, Sovereign or otherwise.
And that never struck you as a little bit odd?
When you live here, it's as if you're conditioned not to notice all these strange quirks and discrepancies. The question is then, by whom? And to what end?
A new Renis Alma is supposedly created to coincide with every crown contest, meaning each victor is awarded their very own. In other words, if that's true, there should be as many of the things out there as there have been contests.
True, but going on what we witnessed in Pelagian, it didn't look like the sort of thing that could be made to order. But if even the victor's speeches have been part of some grand deception, then where are they? Quite frankly, I'm not even sure what to believe anymore.
You and me both. Though we are Renan by blood, neither of us even knew that such a thing as a Dark Master Corps existed, remember?
With any luck, the Forbidden Zone might give us some answers.
No use standing around here chatting about it then. Let's get a move on.
Into the Forbidden Zone. Alright, we'll go take the long way around.
Doe?
Doe.
Faria.
Faria? Isn't that the person that Avakir guy was...
But why are you here? Wait. Don't tell me you've given up on the crown contest and come crawling back home from Dana already.
Well,
nothing to say?
She's cheerful.
Even though you were willing to kill Tarnigan to secure your position as Lord, you still... kill?
I'm here to take care of something. If you wish to continue this conversation, I only ask that you wait until I'm finished.
Oh, of course. You always did prefer to take the coward's way out. Even after 7 years and living on that Danon rock, you haven't changed one bit. But let me tell you, I haven't changed either. Not a day's gone by the past 7 years that I haven't hated you.
If killing me will bring you peace, then so be it.
Dohalim, what the hell are you saying?
First, I have business to take care of. If it's vengeance you seek, I will grant you it. But you must wait. My sins are legion. Let me finish what I came to do. Then you have my word. I will let you do whatever brings you peace.
Sure, that's it. Run away like always. You don't even have the courage to die. No wonder you leave it to someone else. You're just a coward!
Ooh.
I'm so scared that I
Cool.
Dohalim.
I apologize that you had to witness that.
Is it true? What she said about you killing someone?
Each of us have our pasts. I am no exception.
Before, back in Menancia, you mentioned having taken a friend's life over the throne. Is that what she meant?
The mistakes I made there were not my first, and may not be my last. I will say no more.
Did you mean what you said? About letting her take your life if she wanted to?
She has more right to my life than anyone.
But you can't just...
Whatever happens, I have sworn to put an end to the crown contest, and to ensure continued coexistence in Menancia. I have no intention of expiring before I do so. There are far too many questions I still seek answers to. Besides, you have just as much reason to kill me as she does.
Dohalim!
Forgive me. Some things are best left unsaid.
Okay. Here. Yeah, they actually sat down and thought this out. Alright, let's see. People here. Let's keep going. So they all live here, but they don't know what the hell they're doing. They don't know how any of it works.
What could this
Tofu.
be?
Cool. I don't know why I have one of two tofu, but okay. Feeding pen's in bad shape. Zoogles! Is this gonna turn into Jurassic Park? I feel like that would get messy really, really quick. Sparklies? No sparklies.
Wow, this place is beautiful.
Yeah. It must be some sort of rest and leisure area for the locals.
You think? Man, these Renan sure know how to live it up, don't they?
Is something the matter, Dohalim?
Before I went down to Dana, my friends and I, we used to gather at this very spot and play music together. Avakir, Faria, and Tarnagin. That was a lifetime ago now.
Tarnagin. He was the one that Faria mentioned, right?
He was once my dearest, closest friend. As well as Faria's betrothed. Despite Faria's lower-class upbringing, she possesses a tremendous talent for music. Entranced by her playing, I helped her overcome her sense of inferiority, and introduced her to Tarnagin and Avakir. It was a time of great joy. 4 people bound only by their love of music, with no care for social standing. Only the next song, the next melody.
A friendship based on mutual respect, and a society where everyone is a prisoner to their social class. You really are different, Dohalim.
I suppose it's natural you would see it as strange.
I would have, once. Now, I think the idea of breaking away from society's constraints and choosing your friends based solely on affection is something beautiful that's worth cherishing. Besides, it was that way of looking at the world that laid the foundations for coexistence in Menancia.
Your praise does me too great an honor. I was merely following the wishes of my own heart. And even then, it only lasted until the crown contest began. After that, Tarnagin and I became fierce competitors for the position of Lord. Tarnagin had fallen for Faria. By becoming Lord, he aimed to wrest her from her humble origins and raise her to the highest echelons of society. But fate was not so benevolent.
What happened?
Tarnagin was no match for me in combat. On a level playing field, he wouldn't have stood a chance. But he was desperate and low on options, and he couldn't stand the thought of defeat.
You mean he resorted to dirty tactics to try to win, right? But then why does Faria think... Wait, don't tell me she doesn't know.
How could I tell her? Combined with the trauma of losing her beloved, and by her friend's hand, no less. She would have been devastated.
So instead you let her go on hating you, so she could use that hate as a crutch for her grief?
That's not the same as running away, though.
It is exactly the same. Unable to face the loss of my friend and the burden of my duty. Instead, I decried my fate and looked away from what I'd done. As for what happened after, that you already know.
But if you hadn't become Lord, Menancia wouldn't be what it is now. The Dahnans there would still be suffering under Renan oppression like before.
Shion's right. What other lord would have treated me as you did? Anyone else and I would have been dead long ago. You've saved so many people, Dohalim. You saved me. It's thanks to you that I'm here today. So, try not to blame yourself. The burden you've placed on your own shoulders is too much for anyone to bear.
Frank as always. But I shall do my best to heed your advice.
Do you think he'll be all right?
Yeah, I think so. He's got Kisara.
It's important to have someone like that.
I didn't realize how difficult it is just to be there for someone.
Sometimes just knowing someone's on your side can be enough. And he knows, Shion. I promise he does.
I hope you're right.
Uh-oh.
Alfred.
Uh-oh. You're being spied upon.
Yeah.
I never appreciated until recently just how much you were always there to support me.
Zeugles are out of control. Armored soldiers are repelling. Of course they are. A lot of conspiracy. They can get away with it. Nothing like this has ever happened in the history of Lenin, yes. Well, okay,
Goes
maybe.
both ways. You've helped me keep going more times than I can count.
Maybe, but I...
Oh,
Still wanted to say thank you.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
I see a medic and supply officer over there. If they know you're with me, they'll likely offer their assistance.
Yep. Well, even his servants. That's us, the servants. We're just here to serve. Okay, nothing to sell. We got tofu. No, we're not going to sell it. Just me, the hired help. Let's get some of these. Oh, I'm going to run out of money. Okay, so question. Did you go through and sell off all your armors and stuff? So like all this stuff?
Yeah, I don't use it.
Okay. Oh yeah, I'm at there already. Like I've maxed out what I can make, and realistically, if I need anything to make anything else, then I usually have the mats to do it. I was just wondering if there's any reason to keep all this stuff or not. Because if there's not, then I'm just gonna dump it because I need the money more. Okay, that's a little bit better. What's in here? Accessories. Did you really get into the accessories? I find it a little bit confusing. There's no real explanation to any of it. What is that? Sure. They can all have a match set. Weapons. Haven't found that stuff yet. Haven't found any of the dark mains yet. Pink protector. Oh god. Alright, we'll just wait till we find this indomitable gargantua bone. I know, but I don't even know where they came from. So. And I don't think you can buy any of that stuff. So, I guess I'll find it when I find it. That's everything.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Yeah. Rest.
This is a true masterpiece, no less than culinary art.
No lord. Oh boy. Alright. Okay. What time is it? It's after 5. I should probably go do grown-up things now. Alright. We'll call it here. What are we up to? 45 hours. That's not bad. Alrighty. So, this will be it. Thanks to everybody that came and watched. If you could, you know, like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And I will be back on probably Tuesday. Try to get on tomorrow, but I can't make any promises. So Tuesday's probably safest. So, everybody have a good night, and I will talk to you later.